Hello, everyone.
Hola.
Nice people joining.
Yes, welcome everyone.
Yeah, welcome. EDUvision Season 2, episode, what is this? Number 7? Yes.
7.
Ooh.
Wow, so fast.
Yes. I'm Melissa, for everyone who's here for the first time.
Hola, I'm Roxana. Welcome everybody. Hola.
Nice.
Remember that we always want to know where you're from, and if you're a teacher, student, what are you doing? So yes, people from Egypt, Mohammed.
Yes.
Yeah,
use the chat on Facebook or YouTube, and you can write where you're from, if you're educator, parent. Have you used Arduino before, or are you new to Arduino?
Yeah, let us know. Nico from Pakistan, Greece. Welcome
Nice.
everyone.
I think there are some new names that I haven't seen before.
That's true. Sri Lanka. So we hope to see you again on every episode. So that's really cool. Students from the Netherlands, welcome. Nice to see you all. Cool.
Okay, Rox, what are we talking today?
So today we're very excited. We have a really interesting episode. We're going to talk about arts and technology. So, in education, there is this discourse or discussion about moving from STEM to STEAM and incorporate arts in different areas of innovation also. So today we're talking about that with our guest live. So who are we having, Melissa, for today?
So today we have two artists. We have Varvara and Mar, and they will share with us how they use technology in their art practice, and we'll also show some exciting projects. So we're going to see a live demo this time from our guests, not from us.
It's going to be awesome. So don't miss this and stay tuned.
Yes. We also have another demo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Teres, if you remember from season 1, Teres, she's going to show us a project from CDC Go Motion's expansion pack, the wave generator.
Exactly. So, and we use the Arduino Uno Wi-Fi Rev 2 board to power these projects. So that's cool.
And then, also, of course, we have the Edu Spotlight.
Yes, and more.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Yes, there's a lot of things happening in 30 minutes. So
exactly. So from France, Hungary, Sweden, India. So I also saw someone from Finland, Melissa. So that's nice. So welcome everyone. So what if we start by bringing our guests?
Yeah.
But please let us make an introduction because they have done really cool stuff. So
and remember, if you have any questions for our guest or for us, please use the chat on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes. So we have a duo. So we have Varvara. She is from Estonia, and she has a PhD in art from the Estonian Academy of Arts. She also has a master's degree in digital media from the International School Media in Germany and a bachelor's degree in IT. And also we have Mar. He is from Barcelona, and he has a degree in art and design from the ST. It's like the Superior School in Design in Barcelona. And also he has a computer game development University of Central Lancashire in the UK, also a master's degree. And also a master's in interface cultures from the University of Art and Design in Austria. And he's currently a PhD student in Tallinn University in Estonia, and he's researching artificial intelligence and interactive art. So they have done a lot of things, researchers, artists, so it's really cool. So let's bring him and welcome Mar and Varvara.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, welcome.
Thank you for
the
introduction.
Good. No, we're very excited.
Here in the studio and doing all kind of virtual projects and trying to be still kind of active as an artist, although we cannot travel. Normally, we would be all the time on the road, and developing new projects in our studio and then again flying out. But this year is different.
Of course.
But it's also exciting because we are learning again new tools.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a positive side. So let's start with, we have some questions for you, and then let's take a look at the demo that you prepared.
Okay.
So first, we would like to know, how did you decide to incorporate art in your practice? Like, how did that happen, and how this has changed the view or your practice in general?
You mean technology into?
Yes, into your practice. Yes.
Well, I guess it's kind of always have been kind of our, let's say, speciality, because we are very much inspired by the digital or even post-digital age. So in order to talk about these concepts, we cannot really imagine that we would paint or do static sculptures. So for us, it's kind of really important that talking about these topics, we also engage with the concepts, and we even want that audience can participate or have ludic or interactive experience. So for us was pretty normal that things have to move and talk and shine and even connect to the internet and so on. So how you would otherwise talk about the phenomena of Internet of Things and that your home is spying on you, right?
Yeah, it's kind
for
of
example.
The artists, they always had used the cutting edge tools that they had at the time. I mean, when photography started, like all the artists went to photography. When the cinema started, a lot of artists went to cinema. And I think now is the moment where you can use, for example, artificial intelligence, because that, I mean, even the artificial intelligence is already a thing that is happening since the 60s. It's just like now with the deep learning is very new, like it's only a few years that you can do stuff, and every time appear new things and it's new tools, and with Arduino was the same. When Arduino started, like, was a new tool that was available to the artists, and it was easy to use compared to what it was before. I actually studied in the university like the predecessors of Arduino, like Basic Stam, that was programming BASIC, and it was more complicated than Arduino, and that's why I think everyone jumped to Arduino and started to do a lot of projects, and the artists were the far front of using Arduino. I think before other people, like more like in an engineering school, they were laughing, oh, we are using Arduino, and now in the engineering school it's full of Arduinos, because I mean, it's much easier to light up a LED than take some other like complicated microcontroller.
Also for artists, I think the creative side of technology is very much inspiring, and creative people, they see totally like different approach than engineers, for instance, and the ability to combine with new concepts with old craft techniques. It's just a merit, and it gets us, keeps us motivating, and that's why every new project for us is has a steep learning curve, because one might think that we know all the tricks, but in the beginning of the project we also think that we know all the tricks, but then still we are full of surprises, and we have to kind of do a lot of development, and even develop our own tools really often, because we are not satisfied with the technology what comes out of the box.
Yeah. So it's more when you come up with an idea that you want to build this kind of project, you don't know yet how to make it, so you need to start trying, or
yes.
But how do you then come up with the ideas, or where do they come from?
For example, at the beginning we were talking that we're not painting, but then I think here you can see a little bit like there. That's a project that we did that is like a painting robot, and it has an Arduino too, and is in a easel, and like this we yeah, we could paint, but we are not painting. Our robot is painting for us because we're not so good on painting ourselves.
But mostly, yes, we get some crazy ideas out of our imagination, and then we start to break down like how we could realize it, how we can control water or yarn, or how we can spray automatically, for instance, or play piano through using our own system. And
also luckily between us we have a set of skills that we had also built in time, but also we get it in university some, that we can build our own software, like Barbara is doing our own PCBs. We also have 3D printers, laser cutter in the studio. We have several 3D printers, and yeah, like this we can just like build our own projects, like modeling and programming and doing electronics and so on.
Yeah. And then you mentioned already that you started with other tools similar to Arduino, but then how did you come across with Arduino?
Yeah, that is a funny story. Like that's long time ago. I believe it's 2005, and
15 years.
Okay. And I was like in SD, where I was awarded like a fellowship, starting like a research fellow in there, and basically I come across with Arduino. What was there in that time? Some kind of INREA, I think, was there. And I contact David because David was Spanish, and I could like my English at the time was not so good, and I was like, okay, I will contact David. And then David, I don't know for what reason, he was coming to Barcelona the next week, and then he appeared in SD the next week, and he actually showed to my students the Arduino, and then we could buy a few boards from him. But they were the first one. They were hand soldered, and they were like I believe that there was serial port still, not USB port. But yeah, we could actually start to right away to teach Arduino, and then I kind of convinced the university to make a workshop in the summer school courses in the next July, and then in that July we bring David back and also Maximo Bansi. And both they teach a very kind of big workshop with 30 or 40 people that were there, and then after they went to Linz, some of these people for Ars Electronica, a bigger show and workshop that they did there in Austria, and that was very nice, yeah. And since then I always had Arduinos in our tables, and we do work with them and so on.
Yeah, that's a really cool story that you have actually David and Massimo, like Arduino co-founders, there. So that's really
yes. It was one of the few workshops that they did together, because they were so busy at that time. Also in the beginning, that David was doing a lot of workshops, and normally they will not come both. But I don't know, somehow maybe they liked the beach in Barcelona, or maybe I was lucky, but they both managed to come.
Nice. So, and then now that we're talking about education and STEAM and STEM, do you think that maybe science has been more open to welcome arts than reverse? Like maybe arts are a little bit reluctant to incorporate technology?
I'm not sure.
I think it's case by case.
If you go to museums, they see more and more art and technology. Only sometimes there is like there is artists that they always work with technology, and artists that they just like sometimes they do something that normally work with someone else, and yeah, I think that more and more you see like if you will go, I guess, to Venice Biennale in the next edition, you will see some projects that they have Arduino there, and that's the classical art. Let's call it like this. There is everyone there.
Well, I think it's also what is happening, like many practitioners are not even already like consciously like acknowledging, oh, I use technology. Like, of course I use technology. What's the problem? I mean, it's as soon as we talk about like kinetic installations and the ones which connect also online. So you need technology, and also there are more people who work for artists who are realizing their technical part. So there are artists who are doing everything themselves from the beginning until the end, and there are also practitioners who buy in the service.
Yeah.
And many, let's say, developers, they like to work for artists because it's not standard requests.
Exactly.
Because it's difficult to make a price offer normally because you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of with a two-edge.
Yeah, but let's say that
Work, yeah.
for art, when we go to an artist studio and we see an Arduino, for us it's not surprising.
Yeah.
Rather, it's more surprising. Like, for example, the machine we will introduce later. Barbara make it a workshop for a textile company that kind of commission us to make a workshop and build one machine of this one. It's a knitting machine. And we saw in their company Arduinos doing strange things, and that was for us really interesting.
Controlling big factory machines.
Yeah, and that was like for us, like
spinning
wow.
the yarn. Yeah, because they can customize.
Yeah. Well, you already mentioned that you have the project there, so would you like to show us how it works?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. So we are. Well, maybe a bit of introduction, then there would be a lot of noise going on. So I am wearing the EEG headset. Normally, I am not so geeky, but this is a part of the project. So I will be kind of controlling, or my brain will control the speed of the circular knitting machine, which we have made and created by ourselves. And
it's an open source machine. Means if you want to build one, it's actually in GitHub, in our GitHub.
Yeah. And what we have added for the upcoming performance we will have is the spraying mechanism, what will spray the yarn when my attention level is high, and this way will be created the patterns.
And the speed of the machine is controlled by the meditation level of Barbara. So and just to introduce this, no one had seen. It is in our studio and,
awesome.
and the premiere.
So I will move now the camera so we can put so
Nice. Also, everyone, there is like on the banner on the screen, you can go to Mar and Varvara's website and check more information about the installation.
The machine has two motors. Like both are stepper motors. One is 23 NEMA 23, and the other is NEMA 17 with reductor, the one that is spraying. And the Arduino is set here. And when we are using this way, it has a potentiometer that you can actually change the speed. But now we have a different code. This is the code that we actually send the controller. And then in the spray, we have in the back, we control the NEMA with a use stepper. That is actually is a board that it is Arduino compatible with the, and it basically knows, it has this sensor that knows the rotation. When you put a magnet on the NEMA, it knows the rotation that it's making. And then we use a driver for the NEMA 23 that is 6060.
Mar, can you stop the machine so we hear a bit better what you say?
Please stop.
There were questions in the chat about the project. So with your brainwaves, Varvara, you're controlling the speed of the knitting machine and it's making the pattern based on your brainwaves.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now we are back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that was awesome. Nadia. How does this work?
How this works? The meditation is connected to the speed of the knitting machine, and the tension level to the spraying mechanism. So
yeah, means like the attention.
If it's high, then it's triggered to spray.
And then the meditation, there is 10. Well, this headset give you is a NeuroSky mobile too. It gives the meditation level between 0 and 100, and then we actually map this into the speed. That's why you see that sometimes increase and then decrease, and that's coming from the what it gives the SDK of this one. And then pretty much this is the hack that we did now, but the machine itself is a machine that is already public since which year we did that?
End of 14.
Yeah, of 14. And since then they had been doing, people had replicated, sometimes they receive emails of people, we did the machine.
Actually, for a long time, we wanted to do a machine which could knit patterns, but computer controlled patterns, but it's not so easy to do. And also, let's say we are not in knitting for business. So for us, it's not like crucial to make a machine. Well, knit like, I don't know, Merry Christmas, that you can that you can read. So then we were thinking, well, a long time we wanted to do. We are working with knitting machines since 2012. And since for us, machines, they are so performative, and we always wanted to do a performance with them, but we were like, it wasn't the right occasion, I guess. So one German curator, Susa Pop, she asked, "Oh, I saw your neuro knitting project, and why won't you knit instead of Bach, Beethoven, because this year is Beethoven's anniversary year." And then we thought, oh, why then we don't use the chance and kind of involve circular knitting and do the patterns on it. And then we thought, well, why won't we spray it? Because and everyone would say, oh, yeah, but we want to read the brain data. But actually what we are getting here is also pretty abstract and mess in the end. And we are kind of artistically relating to this data, getting the data as abstract result, because in the end, the neurosky is also saying, oh, your meditation and attention level is this, but if I am like looking the data and saying like, oh, really, I'm now like, so like, is this attention? Like, it's a lot of questions, like how they define these categories. So driven by this, we thought also like we are not going to do certain visualization of, let's say, brain waves, what you can read as a book. It doesn't make sense for us. And this way we solved our pattern making, which is also kind of unexpected way, performative way, I would say.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you
so
for
much
sharing this.
for the demo.
And everyone who wants to know more, they can visit your website. And we have also on our remote learning side, we have the article. Yes.
Well, this is the kind of the machine from other angles, if you want to see it.
Yes.
Awesome.
And it's all this is 3D printed and laser cutting and wood as a structure.
Yeah. And on your site, you have the making of video.
And this is the new part that we built it. Like here is where the paint falls, and we use Montana, very typical sprays, but we're actually using the water base of Montana that you can do it in indoors.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the use stepper and so on. And the Arduino is hidden here. I don't know if you can see it, but
nice.
Okay. Nice.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing this super interesting project, and hopefully many people will be inspired by you guys. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
See you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. That was really cool.
No, definitely. And go to our remote learning site for the article. And if you got inspired and you want to build your own project, your own art project, we have good news for you. Yes. Today's discount code is STEAM, and it's for the Arduino. Yeah, that one, Arduino Uno Wi-Fi Rev 2 board. So you get 20% discount for 24 hours if you want to buy your own Uno board and start creating art with Arduino boards and technology.
Yes, exactly. Awesome.
Nice. We should check our Edu Spotlight now for today.
Let's check that out.
What if you had a robot that makes patterns based on your body movements, just like the wave generator that creates quirky patterns based on how you move your hands? The secret here is to be playful and creative as you tinker with the various sensors and actuators while you build your projects. The more playful and expressive we are, the more interesting the patterns will be. There's no single way to be creative or to be playful, and the possibilities are endless. And with CDC Go, you get all the sensors, actuators, and most importantly, the educational material that'll help you to exercise your creativity and build your projects in a fun and playful manner.
Thank you, Leonard.
Yeah, so Leonard was talking about a project that is part of our kit CTC Go,
Yes.
which basically what you can do is be very creative, build projects. All the kit has all the components, and actually it uses the Arduino Uno Wi-Fi rep board
Yes.
to build very interactive projects, so to be very creative. So that's
Yeah.
what Leonard was talking about.
Yeah, and the CDC Go kit is it's for 24 students, and it has 20 sessions of 45 minutes, and it's divided to 8 group boxes. So it's really easy to manage your classroom with this kit, and it comes also with all the training and support for the educators. So you get a welcome training webinar. You have your Arduino Education expert and a support email that you can use. And each of the lessons, they have their own teacher guides. They have different tips for classroom management, curriculum alignment, help for troubleshooting. Also, they have special teacher tips inside the lessons and training videos, which explain each lesson's concept. So
Yeah,
it has a lot of support for the educators, but also for the students, of course.
exactly.
And now we have the expansion for this. So CDC Go, we have the core module, and then we have an expansion called Motions.
Yeah. So again, it's about adding mobility to your projects. So why don't we watch Therese? She's going to
Yes.
explain a project from that kit, Motions expansion pack, to see what we can do with it.
Yes, the wave generator.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Therese, and today I want to show you the wave generator from CTC Go Motions. So wave generator is one of the 4 projects that you get to do after completing the 4 lessons. And in this project, you learn how to use servo motors, a continuous one and a standard one, to create art in waveforms. So the project has 2 servo motors. One is here on my side. This is the continuous one that will rotate this piece of paper, like you see here. And underneath this gear here is another servo, a standard servo, that will rotate the gear, and then we will translate this rotational movement into linear movement using this piece here that I'll show you really soon. And on this piece, I've connected a pencil brush that will paint waves on the paper here. On the side here, I have a phototransistor that will read the light of my surroundings, which will also determine the position of this pencil. So when I cover the light, the servo will rotate in one direction, and when I uncover it, the servo will rotate in the other direction, making the pencil go back and forth. So I can control the paintbrush with my hand like this. Also here, there's a potentiometer, which I can use to calibrate the speed of this and also the direction. So if I want to make it go one way, I turn the potentiometer in one direction, and if I want to make it go in the other direction, I turn the knob into the other direction. Let's try it out.
I think Therese needs to continue with with her project to create something nice, but it's really nice. You can have different pens, or you can have she had them painting there, and different papers and everything you can change. So you can create your own kind of project with that.
Yeah, it's like a different approach, right? Get more creative. So
Yes,
this is a really STEAM program, so it's nice.
yeah. And you can find all these different kinds of, if you want to create art with your Arduino, we have in the Project Hub, there's, for example, this category called installations that you can filter the projects, and you can find a lot of different kind of projects that you can try to create yourself. Or if you have your own project and you want to share it with us, you can, of course, send it to Project Hub.
Perfect. Yeah. And I think that was it. Or just remember about the discount code for the Arduino Uno Wi-Fi Rev 2. 20% off. Yes.
Yes, use this
In the
theme.
code. Awesome. So
Next
that was it
week.
for today.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was for today. Next week, we will have Chris Rogers from Tufts University. He has a PhD in mechanical engineering at Stanford University, and we will talk about IoT. He has done a lot of different things with IoT in his house, so we're going to
You
see
will
some
love
of
it.
those projects. We're going to see some live project even. And I guess next week is also Halloween.
Ooh, we have some surprises for you.
So let's see. Maybe we get to scare you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So see you all next week. Bye.
Yes. Bye. Thank you.